Hello to guys, it's Eric MTG Player back at it again, and here we have the day 4 of spoiler season for War of the Spark, and it's insane. So all these new cards, I glaze over them. I've actually seen a few of them. Like I've seen the Hero Single Combat. So let's start. I haven't seen these two Golgari cards. Death Sprout. Death Sprout is one double black and green. It's the story scar creature. Search your art for a basic land card, put onto the battlefield. So it's a cult. Think of it as a rampant growth and just 2 extra black to kill a creature. So it's a rampant. Well, actually, it's instant speed. So you can think of it as like I don't know, but it's just good. It's good. It's a good card. I think I'll go already. I should honestly run that over some other stuff because like the exclusive visitations and Scarshare Claims. I mean, this honestly is because it gets a creature also. I mean, sure. I mean, it depends on if you're like a land based, like the Get Rock monster. Yes, the cultivates and Rainbow Gross. Well, I mean, Get Rock wasn't a graveyard, I believe. I don't know exactly how to Get Rock. I just know it's a land deck. But still, you could have sacrifice lands and stuff. But you know, oh, if you're in Lord Windgrace, like yeah. So yeah, I'd say. But if you use a regular deck, you want to ramp, and this is just great removal and also ramp. So I think it's actually pretty good. Next up, Leyline Prowler. It's a 3-mana 2/3 Death Touch in it. It's a mana dork. Okay, we can compare this to the Atakan Seer, which was Selesnya 2/3 adds a mana, and also you can sacrifice it to get a dino. But this has Death Touch and Lifelink, so there might be some situations where you want to hold up as a blocker, or you want to get in there chip in for the lifelink. I mean, the Seer, obviously in Dino you play him because in Dinosaurs, Vizier does a lot because he can, like, sometimes, like, for the first time Shaft dies, you can just, okay, I'll put him in the graveyard. Okay. Get value from Vizier, okay. Like, you value, tap him 3 times, which is reasonable. I mean, you get your mana back if you tap him for 3 times because he costs 3. So essentially that way you kind of get your mana back, and then yes, okay, I'll take Geshaft. Get more value. Next up is Single Combat. So this is a conflict between Sorin and Nahiri. Obviously, they are sworn enemies now based on the conflict that happened on the Eldritch Moon and Zendikar with the Eldrazi's. I'm not going to explain the entire, but I'll give you a summary. So basically, Sorin and Nahiri and Ugin were sworn to keep the Eldrazi away, these mad, big Titan things. So they decided to make these Hedrons to lock them, and they just chose the plane of Zendikar, which was native, home for Nahiri. So Nahiri was guarding it, and it was held by like the Eye of Ugin, I believe, and it only would open if 3 planeswalkers were in the presence. Well, some other planes like Jace, Chandra, and Sarkhan got to the Eye of Ugin, manipulated by Nicol Bolas, and the Eldrazi's were released. Well, before then, what was happening was there were some tensions going on with the land of Zendikar because it was under a lot of stress. And then this happened, here he contacted Ugin and Sorin. Sorin, he was tending to Innistrad and didn't really care. So he locked her in the Hell Vault thing. It's like rock thing. And then so after that, Nahiri, she gets out and she's very mad. So during that time, the Gatewatch is currently fighting against the 2 of the Eldrazi Titans. Emrakul is still not found, but they're fighting against Kozilek and Ulamog. Well, Emrakul, yeah, Emrakul. So yeah, because Nahiri got Emrakul and took her to destroy Innistrad to get payback on Sorin. And then after that, he trapped Sorin in a rock. So we don't know exactly how he got out, but here they are back around Ravnica. So sorry, it took way so long. Okay, the card is single combat, 3 and double white. Each player chooses a creature or planeswalker they control, then sacrifices the rest. Players can cast creatures or planeswalker spells until your next turn. So it basically means for that turn, you just might okay. Let's say you only have one creature or planeswalker. Boom. Okay, take this. Maybe you have like a Tibalt. Okay, take this. Make a creature. Play some creatures from your hand. Okay, and then you can cast. Oh, players. It says players can, but if you have planeswalkers that generate creatures, then that's actually really good because then you can take up Liliana, make a zombie, make a Tibalt, make a devil. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, I mean, if it was just your opponents, that would be pretty busted. Next up, Nahiri is an uncommon planeswalker. 2 and Boros, hybrid, so red or white. 2 of them. And as long as it's your turn, creatures you control have first strike, and equip abilities you activate cost 1 less, so sometimes you can just equip stuff for free. And then you can neg Nahiri for X, and does X damage to target creature, so you can do some Jeskai stuff with it. Merfolk Tricksters, other tap effects, like Dakota Constraint, some other stuff. Next up, we have Nahiri's Stoneblades. 2 mana for up to 2 target creatures each get +2/+0. So you can just pump some creatures. Okay, that's fine. Sometimes you could use that to trade with a creature. Maybe eat a creature. But, Next up, we have Sorin's Thirst. So Sorin's Thirst does 2 damage to target creature, and you gain 2 life. I see you're out of the wall. Nahiri. It does 2 damage to a creature and you gain 2 life. Okay, for 2 mana. So it's a shock, but the extra black is just gaining you 2 life, which is fine. Essentially, it's the black version of Lightning Helix, except Lightning Helix does 3 and gains 3. Next up, we already talked about Sauron, but here's the official art for Sauron. Yeah, we already talked about it. We have God's Pharaoh statue, 6 legendary artifact. Suppose your opponent's cast costs 2 more to cast. Okay, Grand Arbiter. Hey, you have a card now. You have a card that's gonna be good for you. Grand Arbiter decks, they're gonna play this. There's no way they're not playing it. And then at the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses. Okay, they're on the 20 turn clock. Next up, we have Last Top Plating. 2 instant speed, amass 1. So essentially, 2 mana, 1/1 flash. Okay. Or just as a combat trick, which is fine. But not a powerful, just 1 more power. I don't think it's going to do that much. Next up we have Last Top Behemoth, 4/5/4. Oh my god. Okay, new broken card. It's just clearly the most broken. You still have 3/2 for 3? No, 5 mana, 5/4 is just way better. It's gonna be the card. It's common. How are they making this common? It's like, okay. I mean, it's gonna be so. If you pull like 3 of these, you're gonna win the game, like all the time. Like this card is just way too strong. It's just way too strong. Let me stop. Let's just already like I know what you said before, but just stop making cards like these. Like, just stop. Next up, we have Last Top Reaver, 2 mana, 1 and black, 1/2, and he enters mass 1. So essentially, 2/3 power on the board. Essentially, you get 2 power and 3 toughness on the board. Okay, it's actually pretty good. I mean, it's way better than Last Top Plating, definitely. Next up, we have Invading Manticore. 6 mana, 5/4. When it enters the battlefield, amass 2. Okay. Kind of the same thing. But it gives you 2. So Deverkin Lich. I've seen this. Looks pretty cool. So it's a zombie elf wizard. Well, you thought the Simic had some funky creature types. No, you got a zombie elf wizard here. 5/4 trample for 4, which is already great and limited. And whenever it deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, return to your hand, target creature or planeswalker in your graveyard that wasn't put there this combat. So yeah, looks like it could be a solid commander. Or a decent inclusion in Marin decks, other decks. Yeah, I mean, Holder Zone is a commander and could be also a good card in Marin. Still think Marin's powerful, and you probably just play this as a main board card, not your commander. Next up, Krenko. I already know what this card does, but I don't remember the exact wording, and I don't want to do that, so I'm just gonna go to the. It just, I still think regular Krenko is probably gonna be, the commander for this, but I still think that, but I think this could be a good inclusion in the Krenko deck. So it says when Krenko attacks, you put a +1 counter on it. Then create X 1/1 red goblin creature tokens where X is its power. So you put a counter on it and then create X 1/1 goblins where X is its power. That's just so it makes goblins, first of all, and this does. I mean, some decks actually, or people might prefer this Krenko over the original. I mean, it's less mana. I'm pretty sure. No, no. Yeah, I think more people are gonna prefer regular Krenko, but this could be a good. So totally lost reprint from Core Set. I'm good. First we had the Pridemate, now this. Pridemate and Totally Lost definitely. They're not chase cards. They're not cards that people want. They're already in standard and they're in the block with it. So when Core Set leaves, Lord of Spark will also leave. So there's no point. I mean, if Core Set was leaving, then sure, fine, you can reprint Johnny's Pridemate. I mean, Totally Lost, I guess. Well, Totally Lost, it just puts a target card onto a non-land permanent on its owner's library for instant speed. It's bad. It's pretty bad. Then we have Grim Imnate. It's a 1/1 first striker. Okay, that's actually kind of nice. And then when it dies, you mash 1. So yeah, when it dies, you just have another 1/1, but that's not first strike. So essentially saying, hey, it's actually kind of cool because the removal spell just says, okay, it loses first strike. And might lose haste because they might do an instant speed. And cannot attack this turn. That's actually so it costs 2 removal, and the first one just says lose first strike and cannot attack it. Great value, honestly. I think the Grim Imnate's actually one of the best commons right now. Just a 1/1 first striker is already decent, and limited's great. And then when it dies, amass 1. I mean, that just makes using removal on it feel really bad. Honestly, it's like it's just a 1/1, and if I'm not sure whether maybe early, but that's all it says. It's just okay. It loses first strike, which is honestly just sometimes could be annoying to play against. I mean, it's probably gonna be annoying to play against. Yeah. Next up, we have. So the last card is the Gleaming Overseer. It's a 1/4 for 3 mana, amass 1. So you got a 2/5, and it also says zombie tokens you control have Hexproof and Menace, which is pretty good. I mean, it comes with Liliana and also the zombie armies. I'm giving, if you have like a already good enough like 5/5 pumped creature with Hexproof and Menace, it's actually pretty good. And then it has Hexproof, so it's harder to remove. I mean, it can't get killed by that board wipe, which is Ravnica at War. The X is all multicolored. It's pretty good. I still think I'm a little disappointed in the mass. I feel they could have done, like I said, either you amass, you put counters on one thing, you make a big thing, or you can just make a. I think they just choose one of the 3 options, not where like okay you put counters here, make a 3/3 thing, and you make 2/1/1s. No, that's actually that's too powerful. I say you to pick one. Put all your counters on one thing, on one of them, make a big thing, or create a lot of little 1/1s. And it works well because you can just amass. Yeah, but then you can't spread them out. You can just, okay, one of them pump. Okay. I actually think that'd still be fine. Just make it a little better. I mean, I guess, like, because making a lot of tokens like that, yeah, we already have but we have tons of cards already that just make tokens already, so. Like that a lot, and they're way better than the mass. So, yeah, I think just making it a little better like that would have been fine. Just, it's like, a mass. Choose one. Put +1 counter on the army you control. And also they say, and if you don't, and it says, and if you don't, you must choose one of these. If you don't, you must choose one of these two. Either make an army with wait, let me see, like, if I, does it say on the mask cards? I'm gonna look at some of the mask cards. Put 2 +1 counters. So yeah, it says put however many amass counters on an army you control, or if you don't control a zombie, or want to, or create a 0/0 army crew. Okay, and put that many +1 counters on it, or create like for Zangraf two army creature tokens with each with a +1/+1 counter. I think that still would have been, just make it a little bit better. I'm sure this makes it go. You can now choose to go wide or tall, and I think that's the flexibility will just make it a little bit better and actually make it relevant for, because amass how it is, it's not going to be relevant in any format. I don't think any amass cards are going to do a lot. Maybe that one, this one, for zombies. That's the only one that maybe. I mean, for limited definitely amass. I think Grim Nade's going to be one of the better ones. Honestly, 1/1 first, because I just think that if they have to kill it, like, let's say your deck's full of pikers, then what are you going to do against Grim Nade? Like, I have to use this, but then it's just going to become a 1/1 and could still trade with a piker. I mean, but against that deck, it's not just saying, okay, now your piker can trade with it and not just get eaten. Yeah, I think that card's cool, but I still think amass is a great mechanic. I mean, could have done way better. I mean, if I was an R&D, I would have suggested that. I think that is just way better than this, obviously, but I just feel, because it could have been, if it was like that, then it would have been more relevant to all the format. I don't think really any amass cards are going to be played. I mean, Invade the Cities, but Izzet already has enough as the breaks. It doesn't care about making a big thing, because it's just not flying. And if you don't have a way to get the trample, like Crash Through, I mean, some decks do run Crash Through just because it's like, okay, I'll just essentially cycle. And sometimes it might matter because they have flyers, because most of the time you can just fly. I mean, that's the only reason. Or First Strike, or the Warlord's Fury, but Warlord's Fury, I think Invade the City is the only one that I might see play. And the Gleaming Overseer. But that's not just because of the amass. It's because of the ability to give zombies. Because we have Liliana, which is just a zombie machine. It's just great. So yeah. Still disappointing in amass, but the set just looks overall very cool, very flavorful. I mean, yeah, yeah, now they've introduced the entire arc with Nihiri and Soren. So yeah, still need to know more about how he got out of the rock, but and some of the other things. Still don't know a lot about Tail, Shield Mage. Which one? Yeah, Tail, the Shield Mage. I think we still need to know more about him. Yeah, but other than that, everything else. I mean, the flavor and the story is just gonna be great. The trailer, I think everyone's, especially R&D and Wizards, are very impressed with the trailer because it made it up to. I think at the height of it was like a top 5 in trending for YouTube, which is big. There's never, I mean, for the teaser, it got to, I think, like in the 2030s for gaming. But for this, it got all the way up to 5. That's actually really good. And not just on gaming, for the trending list, which is just insane. Magic, you're doing great. And I think this is just going to lose a lot of people. And then, sorry, oh yeah, this is pre-release event. Okay. Oh, I got this code. It says for Magic Arena. Wait, look up what that is. Find Arena. Oh, it's a game that I can play Magic. I don't have to go to my LGS. Yeah, I think Arena might have honestly saved me in Magic because I'm so bored when I'm not going to the card shop. So yeah, just being able to do that. This is great. I'm really glad that Arena exists. Yeah, because, like, I think I might have just gotten bored of Magic and stopped playing it if Arena didn't come out. I know. Arena's just really good. Download it, play it. Arena's just a great game. Like, I swear to you guys, you will not be disappointed. It's great. I mean, I know some people were skeptics and who also were afraid because they thought, oh, is it not gonna have instant speed? Is it not gonna this and that, yeah. No, it's Magic. It's literally Magic, and it's one of the best games out there. I mean, and now the game has just gotten so much attention. I mean, PewDiePie played it. That just shows how PewDiePie. Yeah, I feel bad for him. You know, he lost the series. I mean, I don't like PewDiePie personally, but I'd much rather have him on the throne instead of T-Series. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of time here, but yeah. But the set just looks great, phenomenal. I mean, it's pulling so many people into the game. I think. So, yeah. Wizards did a good job. Well, except for Mask. But well, hope you enjoy. Average MTG player out.